Hello everyone, welcome to Final Fantasy XVI. Technically part 2 of what is most likely going to be a full playthrough. And I decided to do a full playthrough of this because I absolutely adore the demo and the narrative of this game seems really strong. And I just can't go by playing another narrative heavy game without recording it and having it archived for the rest of my life so I can look back on that experience and experience it with you guys. So this is part 2. We played the demo. If you want to check out part 1, you can go ahead and do it up here. Otherwise, we're gonna be continuing past the prologue, which had a lot of crazy shit happen, so yeah, I'm excited to see what's next. If you don't know me, my name's Delilah, aka ASSASSINA. Welcome back to my channel. Also, the intro music really cool. Alright, yes, we are continuing from Clyde getting yeeted by rocks. Okay, so that was 13 years ago, the prologue. Nice defile.
Welcome back. Sorry. What's our situation? Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier.
And? It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's. I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting. After you do, that is.
I won't be dying. Not today.
Very good.
Settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
Awoken. A chance encounter. New iconic abilities, Scarlet Cyclone and Heatwave for the Phoenix are now available for acquisition and upgrade in the abilities tab in the main menu. Don't forget that once acquired, new abilities must be equipped on the gear and icons tab.
How do they expect us to kill something that can do this?
They don't.
Excellent.
Only the girl holding its leash.
So, let's check that out. So we have Rising Flames and Scarlet Cyclone already equipped. That's great. Oh, there's a photo mode. Nice. I don't know if I noticed that in the demo. They probably didn't have it available in the demo for whatever reason. Okay. Oh yes, we have a lot of abilities. So, Rising Flames, Phoenix Shift. Okay. Or a Secret Cycle. That looks really cool. I might want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no! Right, I don't have enough. Okay. Do I have enough for this at least? Heatwave. Summon a projectile. You know what? Let's just stick with what we have for now, because we can only equip 2, I think. Now let's go. Feels good to be back. I feel like this game might be my game of the year if it continues being as good as it was in the demo, if not better. But also Zelda. Also RE4 Remake. So many good games this year. honestly, the only game that I played this year that I didn't really like that much, that wasn't even that bad, was Harry Potter. Look at all that destruction, the aftermath of the dominant fight. You can see Shiva's ice everywhere. It's really cool. There's something up here. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna approach this game. I am the type. Is that the blood that I left, or is that just blood from the war? We did leave a big pool of blood.
Did you hear that? Down there. So, Titan has knocked the fight out of our Iron Blood friends. But where are the rest of them? That can't be the main host. Wait.
Is that Jill?
Our fortunes
All
have
grown
turned,
up?
Sergeant. It's her.
The Dominant. Are you certain?
The Crystalline Orthodox is a backwards faith for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin. Only their priests are allowed to perform the rites of priming. And I see many.
We end this quickly.
No, it's not Jill. Her hair's too dark, I think. Oh, it is. No, come on, he's just a kid.
Data must be idle.
What alvation naukin alad skaliast?
Let this be the end. Oh. Okay, it's definitely not her. They have a similar look, kinda.
If you focus on the target. Understood.
Shift. Oh, get away, that's ice. Okay, Clive, please. I almost forgot the buttons. We gotta melt her. Go, go, go! God, no.
Just what I needed.
Nice. Oh, she staggered. Okay, let's do Phoenix. Cycle. Alright. Not bad. Pretty good damage, I think. Oh, what is she doing? Oh man, get away. Get away. Lazaga, no.
Icon? She's not even fully primed.
Jesus, she has ice everywhere. Can you melt, please?
Not this time.
I will not have their blood on my hands.
Nice. Oh man, I should have saved it. It's okay. Oh, come on. She was almost done. She's gonna do something, of course. Shiva defeated. I feel bad. She's so cool looking. Like her dominant form.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, exactly. It is her. Okay, I thought so.
Not you. Not here.
I figured he would have recognized her.
I'll bloody do it then.
Oh my god. No. Who did that?
Fuck.
Fuck. Can't wait to kill our mom.
Company, Wyvern. What the hell are you doing?
Lord Ohilda Vedra!
Get your ass over here and help me with these bastards!
I'm sorry, Jill.
And she didn't recognize him either? I don't understand. It's not like they look completely different.
What is wrong with you, Wyvern?
Dominant. I know her.
Know her? Look around you! Do you think any of these animals care? I need you here!
Damn. Clive is so strong.
Now that that's done, I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
Thank you for the water. Or did I do that?
I can't. I won't.
You would betray the Holy Empire?
No, that's his friend from Kid.
I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your Emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty. I just fight to survive.
And you think I don't? The Empire will
Wow.
have heads if we
Already, there's so much
So if you
betrayal.
won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
I told you, Sergeant. I'm not dying here today. And neither is she.
Let's find out.
Damn.
Wyvern! Have you forgotten who plucked you from the
front line.
Oh, that's cool. You got like a multiplier for precision dodgers? I like that a lot.
You speak as if we don't
Oh,
bear
what is he
the
doing?
same
Cool
brand,
move.
Sergeant.
Oh, shoot. Oh, wow, that's
I've always
combo.
had a name, and I've not forgotten it. Still clinging to the past like a torn blanket.
His specials are so much better to do now that he's like
Years ago.
a man. Na 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 na.
For nothing. No one. And I will not fall by your hand.
Fair enough, kid.
By a traitor's blade.
Alright, come on. Oh, I can level up. Yay. Alright. I wonder what we do with all those goodies. Oh no. We're gonna fight all these guys. Oh, okay, he's retreating. What about Joe? Yeah, get her. We're gonna have to fight them, aren't we? What is he gonna do? Whoa. This lightning powers. Who has that? Who did that? They got wiped. Oh my god! He's here, the baby, all grown up.
This way.
So cool, Sid. That's Turgle, right? The doggy, all grown up.
Come on, then.
Oh, he's here.
Fuck. Fuck.
Fuck. We're gonna hear the word fuck a lot today. Oh my god, I wanna pet him. He's your baby. Remember when he was a little puppy? This bitch. So now I realize that that's actually the mom with a bob cut and feathers.
Hugo dear, my proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare. I expected more from the mighty Titan.
Right? That's his mom's?
We put the Ice Queen on her back. No doubt. But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
My lady, the thunder.
We'll be hearing more soon enough. You always were a fucking snake, Sid.
Don't talk about him like that.
Gather
He
the
has a
men.
doggy.
We have work to do.
Oh, I can't wait to get to know Sid. He seems so cool.
Jill. Is it really you?
You better make sure she don't wake up and freeze your butt.
Who's this fine hound I see before me?
Who do you think, Clive?
A fine hound who saved your life. That's who.
Torgal.
Hey?
His name is Torgal.
You two acquainted? Well then. You
What a
won't
cool
mind
voice
taking him
actor.
off my hands. Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the chocobo type.
Well, we like chocobos too.
Clive Rosfield.
He used my whole government.
Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix. I'd heard rumors that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand, she seemed worth muddying my boots for.
Okay, Sid, relax.
None the worse for wear. Still, might be best to get a second opinion. Back her up.
No? Oh.
Not another step. I mean it.
He kind of gives me like Geralt vibes.
Well,
His voice.
I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's all right. You're welcome to join us. You do want to help her, don't you?
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan'll have our heads.
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
I really like the voice actor for Sid. I wonder who it is. Because the name kind of sounds familiar. Like, it kind of sounds like a voice I heard in Yakuza, but that would be Japanese, so... Oh my god, Torgo's so big and cute. I wonder what's gonna happen when Jill wakes up. Because I find it weird that, like, they didn't recognize each other. Alright. So let's go to the hideaway. Central Storm Deadlands, the withered remnants of a once verdant valley, long consumed by the blight. One would have to either be extremely foolish or extremely desperate, or an extremely desperate fool to make this wasteland their home. That is good writing right there. Central Storm. The Deadlands.
Not much further now.
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
Keen eye, you. The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic. But it also means no neighbors.
The last place anyone would think to look.
Home sweet home.
He calls it home. Give the doggies some wowies and some snackies. Oh, it looks cozy. It's a Moogle.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nous. You must be starving. We grow them here, believe it or not.
Apples in the Deadlands.
You're back.
Ah, Talia.
And this is the Dominant.
How cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
She a healer.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
But none will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
All right. Hide away. Okay. Pressing main scenarios are marked with the red. All right, but what about everything else? Could we talk to anyone and everyone? Or just some people? Because I will talk to everyone. Here we go. A Shirley Smith. She's doing her laundry. Alright, let's take a look around.
all mended then?
I suppose I'll be needing a new sword.
I fear chickens because of Zelda.
Sid once told me, the blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was.
That's
She'll
deep.
eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
I do spitting facts.
Sid once told me.
Oh, okay, he's gonna say the same thing. Okay.
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that. You may have been born a slave, but you're a free man now. Leave
That's
me
nice.
be.
Not until you've had your medicine.
Oh, he's sicky poo. Aw. Imagine that, being an old sick slave.
Would you rather you went without?
Oh, so the apples aren't very good. Alright, that's how we get to the main mission. Let's just see what's over here first.
Surprised if he wasn't.
Okay, some kind of pub, maybe?
If you
Or whatever they're called in these times.
What I know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
Okay. Well, I don't really see any other missions, so I suppose we'll make our way to the main one.
Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on this.
Alright, wait, let me just see if there was anything over here. No. Alright. Cool. Let me just look at the map. I wonder if they mark, like, side missions as well. There's a fat chocobo here. Oh. I guess that's what the place is called, but I would like to see a fat chocobo, for the record.
Just working on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her. Alright. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the Dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far. You've fallen a long way, Lord Rossfield.
I'm sure no one's called him that in a long time.
Lots of it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
What do you have to lose right now? They seem pretty neutral.
Cid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill.
He's smoking a blunt?
But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
Who do you think's in there?
Avenged?
My brother was murdered.
I feel
by
like...
second dominant of fire.
Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua.
I feel like Joshua's still
13
alive.
years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
He has a point.
I told you I'm not
interested, I know. One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
But do you really want revenge against the dominant?
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Cid high as fuck.
Let's make ready then. You'll find everything you need down in the main hall.
He's smoking that Deadland weed.
Have fun.
Or whatever this place is called. What's it called? I forget. Alright, let's see. Deadway, Deadland, one of those. Deadland, yeah. See, I was right. Alright.
It's downstairs. Try not to get lost.
He's sarcastic. Alright, visit the main hall. Weren't we there? Pretty sure we were.
He's in... Oh, no.
That was his voice before.
Good, was it? Perhaps you can help. Should ask me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith? To the forge it is then.
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this.
Ooh, what is he giving me?
Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
Wait, what did he give me? Oh.
Forge is down the end.
Rum?
Just follow the sound of Blackthorn's hammer.
Okay.
Are you Blackthorn?
What if I am? I've no time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Cid to Lostwing and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
Continental rum is a noisome spirit better suited to stripping oil from a painter's canvas than consumption. Grants overworked conscripts a few rare moments of sweet oblivion on their long, arduous sea journeys north from the continent. Wow. Wow. I guess it's cheap rum. Like, it's like continental breakfast, but rum.
I can take it back.
Oh, damn you, Goots.
Goots.
All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you.
He's a cheap date.
I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart.
Wow.
Imperials. I'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly.
That's mad funny.
As a favor to Goot's mind.
He said our armor's so weak that a Moogle's fart could destroy it. Crafting new gear as well as upgrading existing gear can be done at the blacksmith as long as you have the recipe and the proper materials. Select the highlighted item from the list and hold. Okay, so that's what we used all the materials for. I suppose. Do we want to reinforce? Like, do we want to craft an iron belt? I mean, why not, right? Yes, equip it, thanks. Goodbye.
And the belt, Caesar Square. You want anything else, you bring your own materials.
You got it, bro.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
Alright, when something has changed in a hideaway, a notice will appear on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. In addition to stock updates for Charon's Toll, a new forging recipe for the Black Hammer, there's also notices for new quests, new missives, and many other things. A yellow icon will appear in-game as well as on the local map. Okay, cool.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
Alright, just a sec.
Well?
Let's ask about Blackthorn.
But I ain't the cook, am I?
Though you've tasted Kenneth Brown's, it might as well be.
Look.
Sid needed a smith, and I need a smithy. Call it a marriage of convenience. Doesn't hurt that the forge here is the hottest this side of hell. Or that it works without magic. I have no bearer suffering for me.
Anything needs repairing.
Or retooling. You bring it here, along with your own materials, and any scraps left over I keep. Alright,
So, what'll it be?
Yeah, we can't really do much. I'm sure we don't really have anything. I mean, we could upgrade our braziers, but do I really want to do that? With my one of 2 frozen tears? Probably not.
That it?
Not yet. I'll wait till I can make better decisions for myself. So that's cool. So, yeah. Let's go to the new mission. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Although I thought I saw 2 yellow dots. What's this? Oh, that's just a location.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Come on, nearly there.
My son drunk.
You, blankets, quick as you like. All right, we make him comfortable while the bed's made up. Well, you just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
His voice.
Wait, me?
Oh, come on, don't be lazy, Clive. Help out.
What the hell have I got myself into?
His name's Curmudgeon? What a name.
Who are they?
Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate he won't make it through the night.
Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Taya. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Alright. Rude.
Was Taya the one looking after Jill?
Alright. Let's go to speak to Tarja, who should be tending to Jill. And hopefully Jill is awake and doesn't try to kill me.
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I just did.
I did say so.
Tarja.
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary. My work's just begun.
They're lucky they got a healer there.
Another fine day at the hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything? You ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Right.
Alright, what supplies do we need?
Oh, and thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here,
Oh, that's nice of you.
consider yourself welcome.
Yeah, Otto's a nice
You
guy.
helped us today, and we won't forget it.
Alright, side quest unlocked. Great. Just what I needed. Keep an eye out for the green icon above the head of certain NPCs. These indicates they have quests to offer. It'll be available on the journal tab and in the main menu. To-do list. After accepting a quest, quest objectives appear on the to-do list located on the right side of the screen. Objectives for the red main scenario come up to 3 yellow side quests can be displayed simultaneously. Oh, nice. Quest priority. Any quest can be prioritized in the journal tab in the main menu by highlighting it by pressing X. Objectives for prioritized quests will remain displayed on the to-do list. The quest is completed or other quest is given priority. Priority status for a quest can be removed by highlighting and pressing X again. New hideaway features that are available are the 1,000 Tomes, which is a ever-growing compendium of all things Valisthea, and the Orchestron, a personal jukebox for songs collected throughout the game. Oh wow. They're located at the Hideaway's Eatery, the Fat Chocobo, and can be found on the local map by pressing touch map.
Who are these people?
Who are these people? So let's see. Let's pick up these quests. Why not? You know what I mean? Also, we should probably read up on Cid, cornered by a battalion of Iron Kingdom Crusaders in the depths of Nysa Defile. Clive thought his end was nigh until Cid appeared and spirited him and Jill away to his secret hideaway in the Deadlands. Bearer. Oh, this is the guy with the apples. A person with the power of cast magics without a crystal. In Valisthea, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved. They are marked with a brand upon their cheek and used as tools, a cheaper alternative to the scarce and precious shards. This system of slavery has persisted for centuries and has become so ingrained in Valisthean life that few take pity upon the bearers' plight, seeing them as less than human. Fuck them. Otto, chief steward of Cid's hideaway, who manages the day-to-day running their operation, and his friend Cid. Cid often being taken far and away by his bearer liberating activities. Even when Cid is at home, he prefers to leave such busy work to Otto, much to the hard-pressed pursuer's indignation. Cid's hideaway, a refuge hidden in the blighted lands of Central Storm, from which Cid operates his secretive community of freed bearers. While survival in the Deadlands is widely considered impossible, a combination of near indestructible fallen ruins and considerable ingenuity have led to the establishment of a safe haven where those who rally on their leader's cause are just about to eke out, albeit meager existence. What a nice guy, Cid. Creating a refuge for slaves, also known as bearers. Alright, let's go to the Fat Chocobo.
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital.
It's a botanist. Alright, what do we got?
Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
I'll be happy to.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
Good point.
No, I suppose not.
Or ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in them. Thanks again.
Alright. I'm gonna prioritize it, because why not? Let's pick up the other ones. Okay. There's one over here. Make, do, and mend. Alright, Carpenter, what's up?
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, Master Carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the
Hey,
timbers
we don't
after.
even have to go outside.
You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Alright.
Here we are. We'd better get this to Geoffrey, was it?
Geoffrey. That's funny.
Oh, you're back. Hope.
Will this be enough?
Any more fetch quests?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden.
True.
Now stop fretting and take this.
There's no need to.
That's not a matter of need, my friend.
Aw. What a nice guy. What you gave me. Don't know what that is, but I'm sure it'll be great. I think some of it was money. Alright, to the Fat Chocobo we go.
Do you think we should go and help?
Yeah, help. A lot of people need help out here. Working hard.
A new face, and dare I hope, a willing pair of hands.
Okay, guy.
The Fat Chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of
That
sustenance?
looks so cozy and warm and
For your trouble,
yummy.
I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
Sure.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the...
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests.
Alright, Kenneth.
Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would.
He
and
wants
be
us to
careful.
deliver
They're
food.
hot.
Oh, God. Let's do it. Yeah, let's go fill some bellies.
Oh, meal. How long has it been?
Where did he put it? He just put it in his pocket. Hot soup in his pocket.
Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine?
It looks like Kanegi-sai.
You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect.
Well, he did say.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore.
Aww. That's so cozy.
Yeah.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. He left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless.
Aww. That Sid's a stand-up guy. Alright, what do we do with this, though? Did we unlock music? Background music can be played in the hideaway, can be changed. That's sick. I kind of like that a lot. They're acquired from main scenario quest shops and treasure coffers. Whatever the fuck that is. Let's play this one. Let's get the vibe in here changing, you know what I mean? While we serve some soup.
Before scampering back to his solar, but no.
Lonely. When lightning struck, his yoke did break. His life his own again.
He made a song for Sid?
He knew his fate and would fight it to the end.
Aww.
Well, what do you think? I woke this morn inspired.
Were you inspired by Sid's thunder? I mean lightning. Alright. Here, soup for you.
Well, well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this.
It's gonna get cold.
I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
He wants to be helpful.
Right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
Alright, deed's done.
I'd better let Kenneth know.
Yes. But first... The wizened man.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
Oh, wow.
That's,
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes.
That's easier.
On account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
Sure. Let's, I'm gonna ask about Harpocrates.
When I was very young...
Okay, when he was young, he lived beyond these shores. My father would read to me every night from the only book we had, A History of Philistia by Moss the Chronicler. So enchanted was I by this realm of myth and magic that when I was of age, I enlisted as a deckhand on a merchant galley, and I might see it with my own eyes.
Yet, when I arrived...
What I found was the land of war and suffering, darkened by the blight and the evil in men's heart. Still, I was determined to follow the footsteps of Moss and record what I could, and so I did in manner of places and all manner of roles until my aging legs could carry me no more.
Fortunately,
Sid found me by the roadside, so to speak, and offered me a place here where I might continue my studies, albeit without wandering. Okay.
I have compiled compiled some new entries.
1,000 Tomes is a comprehensive compendium of Valistean lore, covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography, and history. New information is constantly added to Clive's progress through the story. Past active time lore entries can also be sick.
I have a few new notes
Look
that might interest you.
Look at the little 8-bit. I love it.
You wish to study the tomes?
Sure. Dominant, those within whom sleeps the power of Icon. Though they look and think no differently to any other man and woman, they can not only cast elemental magics without a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment, a quality for which they are honored, worshipped, and feared the realm over. Priming, the act of a dominant transforming their living flesh into that of their icon. Dominants most often prime during times of war, using the immense strengths of their icons to turn tides of the battle. Though it is usually done deliberately, the dominant remaining in control of the icon even when primed. On occasion, a dominant will lose control of their powers and see their icon run riot, just like Joshua. Alright, icon, magical beings of godlike strength who dwell within human hosts known as dominants, only emerging when the dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total. Wow, only 8? Each with a unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist, but as none has ever witnessed all of the rare creatures together, the conjecture is yet to be proved. Sick. Magic. Channeling Aether to make one's imagination manifest. This can take the aspect of one of the 8 elements: fire, water, wind, earth, ice, thunder, light, and dark, or more rarely be unexpected. While bearers and dominants can cast spells at will, others require a crystal to do so. Magic is a part of everyday life in the people of Valistea, making it all but unlivable when they are deprived of its gift. Crystal, one of the most valuable materials known to mankind. Thanks to its ability to channel ambient aether from the air, allowing those without innate power to do so to cast magics. And most of Valistinians cannot live without magic. Its supply and distribution is heavily regulated by government across the Twins. A given shard can only channel a certain amount of aether before it shatters, so the need for new crystals is incessant. Mother crystals are enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Valistea. They are the source of all the crystals that the people of the Twins rely on their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with aether, making the magics the crystal casts even more potent. For these reasons, great nations have sprung around each mother crystal and have long warred with each other for possessions of their blessing. Alright. Valistea is compromising the Twins' continents of Storm and Ash, over which the mother crystals stand timeless vigil. At the foot of each, great cities have risen up over the aeons, and around them powerful nations. Though the land has been blessed with the light of magic since time immemorial, in recent years a creeping blackness has begun to gnaw at its borders, the Blight. Alright, we read about the Deadlands already. Alright, great. We read about this stuff in the, did we read about Joshua, the second son of the Archduke of Rosaria, the heir to the ducal throne? Upon the night of imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate, the shock of seeing his father slain before his disbelieving eyes led him to losing control of his icon and setting the castle alight. From the flames rose a second icon of fire, whose murderous rampage laid both the castle and the Phoenix low. Excuse me. House Rosefield, the highest of the noble houses of Rosaria, the dominant of the Phoenix, is always born into the Rosefield line, and so it's always a Rosefield who sits upon the ducal throne. Alright, we read about Elwyn last time, and Clive. Actually, no, we didn't read about Clive. An imperial bearer turned deserter after refusing to slay the dominant of Shiva. Yeah. Choosing instead to turn his... Oh my god. I just realized... Oh, there's so much. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. So that's the one that we read. Okay. That's a lot. Okay, not all of them. The ones that we read didn't have multiple. It's just characters, which makes sense, right? So let's see. Brand. The mark applied to the cheeks of bears across Valisthea, identifying them as something other than human. Newborn babies are checked at birth. Those who are found to be bears being branded and taken into custody of the state. Rarely bears evade this test either because their parents hide them, the testers are lax in their duties, and their powers do not awaken until later, yet most do not remain unbranded for long. Alright. Okay. So, let's just... At this point, I'm glad that not all of them had different tabs. Let's see. Shiva, the Warden of Ice, whose appearance on the battlefield makes her enemy's blood run cold. The Iron Blood sent Shiva against the Republican forces in the Nysa Defile, where she dueled against Titan, the Icon of Earth. A Warden of Ice, of whom Jill Warwick is the current dominant. With her glacial aspect and ability to conjure boreal borders from the Aether, Shiva's appearance on the battlefield makes her enemy's blood run cold. Okay. The Battle of Nysa was a short yet bloody clash between the Iron Republic and the Republic of Dalmatia. In the year 873, the Dalmatians, hoping to force an end to their long-running conflict with the Iron Blood, had convened a council at Zernitra stronghold and entreated their Wayloader allies to aid them in their cause. However, talks soon broke down, and the Dalmatians were left with no choice but to rely once more on the power of the mighty Titan, to whom they already owed a considerable debt. Thus was the stage for the showdown between Titan and Shiva, the Iron Blood's owed icon, in which losses on both sides were too many to count. Okay. Alright. Wow. The Dalmatian Republic, a nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states. It is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm and has a capital at Rendella. It is also the home of the mother crystal known as Drake's Fang. There is no official state religion, and citizens are free to worship as they please. Dalmatian's key political entity is the parliament, which was formed of ministers representing each of the states with the prime minister at its head. Hugo Kupka, awakening as a diamond of the Icon Titan. Ah, he's the Daikon Titan. Cool. Thrust him to the forefront of Dalmatian politics, winning him influence over both the Republic armies and the policy making, as well as a personal fortune. He has love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. His love for Benedicta Harmon, however, is absolute, and he would gladly betray his every ally just to be with her. How sweet. Priming, the act of a dominant transforming their living flesh into that of the icon. We read that, right? Okay, so... The Zernitra Council, looking to bring an end to the long-running conflict with the Iron Kingdom, the Dalmex convened a council with their Wayloader allies at Zernitra Stronghold. However, the Wayloaders were unwilling to concede to the Dalmex request, leaving the Republic no choice but to field its dominant Hugo Kupka. In doing so, Parliament further indebted itself in this already powerful player in national politics. Okay. Yeah, it's so much reading already. Fort Zernitra, a stronghold situated at the western end of the Nysa Defile in the Dalmatian Republic. In the year 873, it served as the site of a meeting convened by the Dalmatians and their Wayloader, I can't even say that, allies in an attempt to enlist their aid in driving back the Iron Blood, who had been the thorn on the side since Battle of Twins Realms 8 years ago. Alright. Okay, let me go back. Oh god. I wanted to read a little bit more about characters from what we didn't read. So, Clive Rosefield, firstborn of Archduke Eldwin, ruler of Rosaria from a young age, dedicated himself to mastering the blade. Practice paid off when he was appointed the first shield of Rosaria, taxed to guard the Phoenix and blessed with the ability to wield a part of his fire. He's the first son of Archduke Elwin, ruler of Rosaria, although all is expected him to inherit the Phoenix Flames and awaken as its dominant destiny. Instead, chose his younger brother Joshua to bear that burden. In search of a role of his own, Clive dedicated himself to mastering the blade. Practice paid off. Okay. Yes. Sworn duty to protect his father and younger brother. Both lost their lives in the tragedy brought about by his mother, Duchess Annabella. That bitch. Taken into custody by the Imperial Army. He was branded as a bearer and forced to serve as a slave soldier.
Nice touch.
That bitch. Wyvern, a slave soldier for the Holy Empire of Sembrick, now in his 13th year of servitude. Wow. Though drafted as a frontline infantryman, the magical might granted him the blessing of the Phoenix quickly saw him promoted as an elite squadron of assassins, where he was assigned the moniker by which he is now known. Their latest mission, the descent to the Nysa Defile, where bloody battle rages between the Iron Kingdom and the Republic of Dalmeka, and take the head of Shiva's dominant. Okay. He refused to slay the dominant Shiva, turned his blade against his own sergeant, forced the Crusaders to close around him, and his freedom was short-lived until Cid came and shared the desire to see the dominant freed from their clutches. Together they escaped to Cid's secret highway. Cool. Alright, let's branded soldiers or bearers forced to fight for the nation that enslaved them. Able to cast powerful magics, yet entirely disposable, they are often placed at the front lines in battle and are assigned a highly dangerous scouting or assassination missions. Jill. So, born a princess of the Northern Territories, Jill was made a ward of Rosaria after her homeland's incessant reigns were quelled by the duchy. She was raised in Rosalys Castle alongside Clive and Joshua, who came to love her as a sister. That's weird. They don't think it was like a sister. Okay. Maybe it was. Who knows? Born a princess of Northern Territories. Okay, we already knew that. When she waved the brothers farewell on the day they departed to Phoenix Gate, little did she know the misfortune that awaited them both and her. Okay. Dominant of Shiva, Clive's childhood friend. In the depths of Nysa Defile, the two came to blows at the orders of the armies that enslaved them. Jill fighting to defend the priests of the Iron Kingdom. Clive obeyed the Empire's orders to take the head of Shiva's dominant. Exhausted from her tilt with Titan, Jill came close to falling to her assassin's blades, but was spared the last moment when Clive's memories of their time together came flooding back. Alright. I think we have not read everything. Torgal, the most important little baby. Clive's faithful friend, brought back from the Archduke Elwin's expeditions to the frozen Northern Territories, where he was found half-starved and shivering in a snowfield. Having presumably been separated from his pack, Elwin gifted the puppy to Clive upon his return, and the two became nigh inseparable. Clive, upon his return, and the two— wait, that was already read. Until the tragic events of the Phoenix Gate tore them apart. Alright. Clive believed that Torgal was lost to him forever. However, their paths would cross again some 13 years later when Torgal's new master, Cid, came to Clive's rescue in the depths of the Nysa Defile. Despite their long years apart, the two knew each other as if not a single day had passed since their separation. Okay. Gladly returned to service his former master. Cid trained him to work as a hunting dog and a fine hound. Okay. Wow. Alright, we read all we needed to read about Cid. What about goats? One of Cid's trusted allies, a gentle giant who has a warm word for everyone. Okay. Let's see. Ambrosia the Chocobo. Born in the stables of Rosalith Castle, Ambrosia was chosen by the young Clive Rosefield as his personal seed and raised by him from a chick. She is a proud bird and deeply loyal to her master, quickly turning her beak upon any who should attempt to pet her. She raced to Clive's rescue during the attack at the Phoenix Gate, saving him from a certain death at the cost of an eye, a price she gladly paid. Oh, she must look so cool now. Oh my god, this is crazy how in-depth this shit is. Royal Knight Commander. Oh, this character looks cool. The Kingdom of Waylod's armies. He has accompanied his liege at Fort Zernitra in the Republic of Dalmatia to negotiate the provisions of reinforcements from the Royal Order Knights. The King of Woloid. The aloof and unshakable Barnabas Thymer, first of his name, few can meet his steely gaze without flinching. The Zenitra Council, looking to bring an end to their long-running conflict with the Iron Kingdom, the Dalmex convened the council and their Warlorder allies at Zenitra's stronghold. However, the Warlorders were unwilling to concede to the Dalmex request, leaving the Republic no choice. Yeah, we read that already. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. Okay. Tarja. Resident physiker of Sid's Highway, an expert in all manners of medicines and medical interventions, skills that are dispensable in their Deadland home, where they cannot call on healing magics. After Sid brings an unconscious Jill back to the Hideaway from his expedition in the Nights of Defile, she is placed into Tarja's care. Okay. I see, so they give you more to read if it's relative. This bitch. Benedict. Oh, it's not? Wait, what? It's not his mom? They look similar. Benedicta Harmon, commander of the Kingdom of Wolod's, a knight intelligencer who sits by her liege's side at the highest tables of state, most recently in their negotiations with the Dalmex at the Zenitra stronghold. But Barnabas is not the only one whom she shares a special bond. Benedicta also has eyes and ambitions for Hugo Kupka. Benedicta and Clive's mom look pretty much the same, just with a bob cut. So I guess that was my bad. Alright, Blackthorn, resident blacksmith of Sid's Hideaway, a sullen and secretive sort who prefers to drown his woes in drink than to share them. It's called alcohol abuse. Hippocrates II Hyperbarials, the Hideaway's resident historian whose love for books has earned him the nickname Tomes. Hippocrates traveled... Harpocrates traveled to Philistia as a youth, seeking to unearth the secrets of the land of the legend. Over years has developed a deep knowledge of Palestinian geography, history, religion, and folklore. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, her name's Annabelle. Tell me Annabelle don't look like... Look it. This is Annabelle, right? Tell me she don't look like her. I guess they don't really... They look... Man, all these bitches look alike. Right? Tell me this... Look, this character, right? You see her? Tell me she doesn't look like her. But like different hair.
Yeah, a little. Basic. Very basic.
I know what you were gonna say. They look very similar, but okay, cool. Annabelle Rosefield, Duchess of Rosaria, wife of Archduke Elwyn, and the biggest bitch mother to Clive and Joshua. It was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in a league with the force she judged the mightier, the Holy Empire of Sembrique. It was Annabelle's treachery that led to the disaster of the Phoenix Gate. It was not only her beauty, but her connection to a bloodline that produced many previous dominance of the Phoenix that led her to being proposed as a bride for the young Archduke. Indeed, the two are cousins. Ew. Having known from a young age that her purpose in life was to preserve her Phoenix-bearing bloodline, she dotes on Joshua and scorns Clive. Yep, she adores her younger son and treats Clive and Jill with not but thinly veiled contempt. Interesting, because Jill is actually a dominant, so... Why are they cousins? That's disgusting. Great. I hate her even more. Alright, Rodney Murdoch, Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army. Not only is he a skilled warrior and a loyal guardian of the Rosefield household, but he is also a fine tutor. Indeed, it was he who trained Clive in the secrets of swordplay. While he may be a hard taskmaster, his belief and trust in the shields that serve under him make him much loved as a leader. Archduke Elwyn, who is not only his liege lord, but firm friend. Yes, I read that already. Okay. He accompanied Eldwin and Joshua to Phoenix Gate to perform the rite of ancestral communion, only to be set upon the first by Imperial infiltrators, then a second shadowy icon of fire with whose flames Murdoch was engulfed. Alright. Sir Wade. A loyal shield of Rosario chosen by Lord Commander Rodney Murdoch to accompany Clive on his expedition to Stillwyn. Once but a low-born page, Wade was inspired to join the ranks after a woodpile fell on him and his life was saved by young Joshua. Wade was to meet the same fate as the prince. Sir Tyler, a loyal shield of Rosaria and scion of a noble family. I think we read about him already in the demo. Though he did everything to his power to assist Joshua and Archduke Elwyn's flight from the Phoenix Gate in the night of the attack, his years of distinguished service were to come to a close when he was swallowed by the flames of the rampaging Phoenix. Tiamat. A bearer in service of the Holy Empire of Sembrique, Tiamat is the leader of an elite assassin squadron, which Wyvern is assigned the Bastards, their latest mission to take the head of the dominant Shiva. To this end, they infiltrate the Knights of Defile, where the forces of the Republic of Dalmatia and the Iron Kingdom are aligned against each other. Though none know the true name, rumor has it that this man is known as Tiamat, was a born scion of a noble Sembriquios family and abandoned his fate after his powers awakened. So he is he has Tiamat power, which is the dragon, right? A bearer in service of the... Okay, I read that. Mission to take the head of Shiva's dominant. And his subordinate Wyvern, real name Clive Rosefield, turned upon him and cut him down. I mean, I guess if he had the power of Tiamat, he could have killed us. Biast, second long-serving of the Bastards, an elite band of slave assassins in service of the Holy Empire of Sembrique. He and his sergeant Tiamat fought alongside each other for many a year, and Bias trusted him with his life. Alas, there was little Tiamat could do to save him from the boulder that was to fall from the skies during their ill-fated mission to infiltrate the Dalmatian Republic and take the head of Shiva the Dominant. Evis, a branded shoulder of the Holy Empire of Sembrique, who served alongside Wyvern, none know his true name. He and his band of elite assassins were tasked to take the head of Shiva, but he was to lose his life to a crusader's axe in the course of the mission. AKA not important. Oh my god. Wait, this was the Dominant of Fire? A mysterious figure who's first seen amid the chaos of the Imperial invasion of Phoenix Gate immediately before the appearance of the second icon of power, the very icon that slew the heir to the ducal throne. Clive believes this man to be the Dominant who murdered his brother and has sworn to take his revenge. Now get revenge on your moms, bro. Dalmatian Chief Strategist and former Field Marshal of the Dalmatian Republic. While there was time he took personal command to his troops, Hugo Kupka's rise to prominence led to his being recalled from the battlefield and reasons for his advancing age, for which he bears the vainglorious Dominant of deep-seated grudge. That sounds badass. Cool. The Republican Prime Minister, leader of the Dalmatian Parliament, and the eldest and most experienced of its members, those elected by the states of the Republic, plus the Dominant of Titan, who serves as the official advisor. Alas, Hugo Kupka does not take kindly to his advice being ignored. Gerulf, second in command of Waylord's Royal Intelligencer, serving under Benedict de Harman, with whom he shares the bond of trust. Moss of Chronicler, far-fabled scholar of Valestinian history and legend. Even to this day, much of the surviving knowledge of the distant antiquity of the twins issue from his quill. In his later years, his writings attracted fierce criticism in certain scholarly circles, which resulted in him removing himself from public life. Jesus. All right. Almost done. Maybe. I think we read about Rosalith already. Capital city of Duchy of Rosaria, yeah. Seat of the Archduke. Blight is encroaching. The Ducal Army, the loyal soldiery of the Duchy of Rosaria. They serve under the standing army's Lord Commander, whose task is to enact the will of their sovereign and Archduke. Those who show sufficient aptitude or are blessed with sufficient nobility of birth are made shields, personal retainers of the Archduke himself. Okay. Northern Territories, bitterly cold region in the northern reaches of the continent of Storm, originally home to the Mother Crystal known as Drake's Eye, around which a series of small nations sprang up, nations whose belligerence proved troublesome for Rosaria over centuries. In time, however, the Mother Crystal's power dwindled, and with it the power of these warlike nations. With the Blight encroaching their territory evermore, the remaining tribes were united and pacified by Archduke Eldwin Rosefield of Rosaria in the year 854. The Battle of the Twin Realms, a conflict fought between Holy Empire of Sembrique and the Kingdom of Walloed. In the year 865, Sembrique forces, with the power of Icon Bahamut on their side, took the Strait of Altha back from Walloed, putting an end to the blockade that had lasted several decades. The Walloeders, looking to hold back the Sembricos, advanced by any means necessary, formed an alliance with the Dalmatian Republic, who themselves were waging wars against the Iron Kingdom on the Western Front and prevented the Empire from progressing further. Who's to say playing video games can't teach you how to read? Children. The Kingdom of Walloed, a sole nation, surviving nation in Ash. Walloed has its capital at Stonehere, home of the Mother Crystal of Drakespin, a warlike land. Its considerable military might serve to keep neighboring countries at bay, while Walloed does not maintain a notional alliance with the Dalmatian Republic. In Southern Storm, it is very much a marriage of convenience. I don't think there'll be as much reading once I finish reading all this. Then we can read as we go. Iron Crusade, fighting forces of the Iron Kingdom. Ultimate command rests with the king, who issued orders directly to the commanders of each of his battalions. Ironblood soldiers generally prefer heavy clubs and great axes over swords and lighter weapons. This rather brutal approach is indicative of their overall attitude, which has earned them the reputation on the continent as savage, if somewhat primitive, warriors. Fucking hell. The Men of the Fist. Dalmatian's standing army, while officially an organ of the Republic, each of its 5 states is granted relative autonomy with regard to the management of its troops. Aside from certain specialized squads, battle deployments are mostly comprised of small units employing mixtures of foot soldiers and battle mages. The former are known and feared in their curved swords and prodigious axes and the deadly skill which they wield them. Republican Parliament, the highest council of the government in the Republic of Dalmatia. 7 ministers are responsible for ruling the nation, though their will is often molded into their permanent economic advisor Hugo Kupka, who leverages his power as the dominant of Titan to shape the Republic's policy. Alright. Dragoon. Keen Highwind. A lance-wielding knight in the of the Holy Empire of Sembrique. The dragons are trained in a unique acrobatic fighting style modeled after the movements of dragons, which is characterized by sudden thrusts and disorienting leaps and dives. Gregorian scripture holds the creatures to be divine, a gift from the goddess herself, and so too are the namesakes revered by the populace. The Bastards, a unit of Imperial Army assassins tasked with taking the head of the Iron King's dominant, Warden of Ice and Vessel of the icon Shiva. All of its members, including the leader Tiamat, are bearers, branded men, pressed to serve a servitude for their ability to wield magic. Okay. Alright, I thought we were almost done. The Imperial Army assembled forces of the Holy Empire of Sembrique while officially under the command of cardinals. It is Holy Emperor Silvestri Lesage whom the legions truly serve. On the battlefield, the dragoons, peerless lancers renowned throughout the realm, are the Empire's keenest weapon, descending from the skies to sow terror and disarray among their hapless foes. Oh my god. The Night of Flames. An Imperial attack on the Rosarian forces stationed at Phoenix Gate made under the cover of night in 860. Archduke Elwin Rosefield was killed in the fighting, as are his 2 sons, though the bodies of the latter were never recovered. Oh wow, so Joshua is dead, but he's a phoenix, right? Anyway, having thought to have been wholly consumed by hellfire, the attack was widely rumored to have been facilitated by the traitorous Duchess Annabella, that bitch. Although official explanations attempted to shift the blame onto the Phoenix, having run inexplicably rampant. Wow. She blamed her son? That she supposedly loved? She's worse than I thought. Oh my god. Okay, no, I'm not. I can't. Crystal rations. Small enough to be held at the hand, allowing those who are not born bearers to cast magic. Okay. Nations of the Twins see such charged mind from the mother crystals and distributed to the populace so that every man and woman of good character, bearers, criminals, and other undesirables not included might enjoy the gift of magic. It is common for people to keep them on their persons in a protective case. Oh, so they're like guns. Municipal shards, large shards of crystal that are entrusted to towns and cities across Philistia in order to serve the populace. Where those shards rationed out to individuals might suffice to fill a cup of light or light an oven, municipal shards fire wells, fire forges, and light the streets of great cities of the Twins. Alright. So energy, basically. First shield, title granted to the mightiest and most stalwart shield of the Rosarian army. Personal protection of the dominant of Phoenix. Gifted a portion of Icon's power of flame, a boon known as the Blessing of the Phoenix. Alright, Blessing of the Phoenix. Joshua bestowed upon his brother. Dominant of the Phoenix to share a part of their power in this way, performing the rite of rejuvenation upon those they appoint as their protectors that might serve them better. Okay. The Fallen, an ancient yet highly advanced civilization whose relics could be found across the length and breadth of Philistia. The material from which relics are constructed is far sturdier than steel and cannot be worked by modern methods, so the people of the modern day have been elected to build inside and around them instead. Rosarian National Anthem, perhaps the most beloved ditty in the Duchy, the Rosarian. Oh, that was a cool song. Was written for the occasion of new nation's founding and is filled with patriotic imagery of rolling meadows, rising flames, and stirring song. Heard raising the rafters of ducal alehouses, particularly close to closing time, where disputes over the lyrics to the less practiced third verse would occasionally end in fisticuffs. Beastmen. Somewhat derogatory nomen given the collective group of demi-humanoid beings that include goblins, orcs, and minotaurs, among others. Beastmen tend to differ from most wild creatures in demonstrating a distinct intelligence, possessing the capacity for spoken and sometimes even written language, as well as complex tool building. Many have developed unique, albeit simple, civilizations of their own. Within civilizations, however, there always comes desire to expand, and this ambition has resulted in countless clashes with humanity over the centuries. That's cool. A bard, traveling minstrels who journey from place to place, performing in whole histories across Philistia to a company of lute and lyre. They provide not only entertainment but information at the state of the realm, oft singing of significant events and important personages. Hideaway has its own resident bard, and the illiterate amongst its resident might remain informed. Orchestrion, a curious clockwork contraption that's able to perform different musical compositions. Great, they're going into everything. Metia, the burning red star that sits beneath the moon. Folklore ascribes the Metia to the role of the message bearer of the moon, and it is so common customs across Philistia to wish upon a star, and one's heartfelt desires might be conveyed to the heavens beyond. Jesus. Journal of Moss. Okay, Moss of the Chronicler, scholar of Philistine history. Noted for singular insight, but for the lyricism of his writing, and exceptionalism earned him enmity of his fellow scholars and drove him from public life. Such were the misgiving towards him that only a handful of copies of the journal will ever produce, making the tome a prize find among collectors. Okay, now we are almost done, actually. Yes, because we have not faced that many beasts. So Stolysis. Owl is capable of transmitting the thoughts of others. Ah, the thoughts! Specifically those with whom they are attuned. In response to the ancient incantation, their lithified third eyes store these thoughts in the form of aether, allowing them to pass on as and when required, though only to the intended recipient. Stolysis are kept by royals, nobles, and other figures of authority for the purpose of sending secret and urgent messages, and is seldom available to common folk. The incantation O Mia Lost Elan to Isag Elith can be loosely translated as my will is now thy burden. Ned cleft our bond shall be. Okay. Morbles. The foul cocktail of bile and partially disgusted prey that accumulates within these creatures' carnivorous plants bellies makes their breath so particularly rancid that it can be used as a weapon to repel would-be attackers. Morbles favor humid climates such as those found in the volcanic isles of the Iron Kingdom. However, the spread of the blight has driven the mobile flora to cooler areas such as swamps of the area. Chocobos, favored steeds of the people of Valistea. While they are mainly bred for riding, some are used to pull wagons and some are even eaten, but the boldest and bravest are put forward for military use. Intelligent and fiercely loyal creatures tend to tolerate only their master's attention, while chocobos are no less vigilant, so ready to attack anyone they perceive a threat, anyone who isn't carrying a fistful of Kaishal greens, that is. Ah, that is a clue. Gigas. They are oft witnessed in the presence of goblins. Many believe these lumbering brutes to be goblins themselves, albeit ones that have grown to prodigious size. Scholars, however, deny these claims and insist the two tribes are independent in their relationship, a symbiotic one with the Gigas providing protection to the slighter goblins, who in turn provide the craftless giants with sundry arms and vestures, such as the charnel carnicates crafted from the bones of their victims. The spread of the blight has seen both tribes impinge on human territory with increased frequency, and recent spottings have put them as close to civilization as 3 Reeds in Rosaria. Second icon of fire. First aspected icon was emerged in the year realm 860 with Imperial forces attacked the Rosarian stronghold of Phoenix Gate. Clad in infernal flame, the fiendish creature flung itself against the Phoenix, overpowering the icon with a strength and ferocity never ever seen before. Okay. Titan. The Warden of Earth, to whom Hugo Kuka is the current dominant. He takes the form of the stone-skinned giant whose granite fists shake the earth down with even mighty pummel. Titan's dominant awakens among the people of Damakian deserts, the recipient of the strength being granted great power and status by the Republic in return for their commitment to protect the nation in times of wars. I want to read more about the dominants, especially because there's so little of them. But we have read everything, so you're welcome.
Did you learn everything you needed?
I maybe learned a little too much, one would say. Alright, let's turn in this freaking quest.
All done, I presume?
They were bearers, not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting.
Indeed, equality is the very cornerstone. Beyond these walls, speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. In the hideaway, we are free. Truly free to speak as we please, when we please. And it more than reason enough to trust and sit. Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? Thank you, Clive.
Treasure coffers. Alright. Kick them open with X. While no one's looking. Can I open this one or did he give... Oh, here we go. Boom. The bat... Ooh. What is that? Items? Okay. Press square to bring up the shortcut window. Okay, and then you could assign them. Let's... Oops, I didn't mean to use it. Okay, that's good. Oh, it's gear that we needed. I mean, that we got. Okay, so we have a new necklace. Clive will automatically use potion. I don't really need that. The strength of a city is defined by the guard of man of walls. The strength, okay, increases defense by 10. Maybe. Okay. I think. Main mission.
I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before...
It's Clive.
Well, Clive. I hear
That dog is mine.
Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly
Aw,
fed.
thank you.
Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I'm glad she's taking care of the doggy.
Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you going to buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Alright. Both consumable items and gear can be purchased at shops. Great. Karen's Toll. Oh, this is slightly better than what we have, but how much money do we have? 1016. Do we really? I guess it's part of the main mission,
You're
right?
rubbing me blind, you know.
Can I sell this? Or should I keep it in case I wanna, like, I don't know, upgrade it or something? I won't sell it yet.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a gil to your name.
You can give it to me for free? Oh, the doggy loves her.
Taking his side now. And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception.
Aw, Karen's nice.
But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
Okay. I gotta pick up these sacks. Uh-oh. What's happening? Areti Stone? Customizable virtual battlescape provides Clave a safe location to test new abilities and train. Oh my god, this is training? Alright. Let's train. What do you want me to do? Training options? Okay, I don't need to do this. It's okay. Thanks. Can I leave? How do I leave? I guess this would be good to test different abilities, right? Like to see if I like it. Actually, let me try out a different ability if I can. I can't. Okay, never mind. Can I leave? I don't really want to train. It's fine. If it's not giving me an objective, I don't want to do it. But you know what I mean? Alright, how the hell do I get out of this? I would like to leave training. It won't let me leave. I'll just have to kill everything. But it's the same thing. Maybe I can, like, you know how you escape? By walking away? Maybe I can do that. Let's see. Oh, damn it! It didn't work. Okay. I would like to not train anymore. I don't know how to stop. Make it stop. Oops. I'm annoyed. Oh, end training. Okay, I see. They wanted me to see I could change opponents, I guess. Jeez. When I get more abilities, I'll train more to practice and see what I want.
Leaving already, are ya?
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
Alright, fast travel to Obelisk. Alright, so the next mission will actually be like combat stuff. So we will end here because I read for like 10 hours. I mean, I'm really interested in the lore of this game, and honestly, I was a little confused about the different, like... Hold on, I want to delete this. Oh, look, when you save, it shows you a little character, like from Final Fantasy 1. Yeah. So now it's older Clive instead of young Clive. It's really cool. I was really confused about the different, like, politics and shit, which I know some people might find boring. And I won't say everything was interesting, but I think it helped me it's helping me, like, have a little more context into the story, which I like. I really like learning about the icons and the dominance the most, and the characters, of course. So yeah, if I'll put a timestamp if you don't care about the lore. If you did, well, you're welcome. I read all of it so far, and I'm sure there's more. And yeah, this was just basically an episode where we got acquainted with the hub, different merchants and NPCs, side quests, stuff like that. So Nothing really too noteworthy except knowing that Jill is actually the dominant of Shiva, which is really cool. And I'm curious to see how Jill's gonna react when she wakes up from her illness. Oh, she got fucked up. We fucked her up. And yeah, I like Sid. Sid's really cool. I want to see him fight. You know, he's cool like lightning. And I really like his voice actor. And he seems really, really awesome. Like he's created this safe haven for bearers, which are slaves, and lets them live freely without any hierarchy. And it's really, really cool. I like it. So, thank you for watching. Next time there'll be more combat.